Hi, I'm Loki Defriece. I'm a tattoo artist here at Sacred Heart Tattoo in Little Five Points, Atlanta. I decided to become a tattoo artist the moment the needle first hit my skin. I went in and got my first tattoo from a girl named Miss Billy at House of Color Tattoo that was up in Marietta. And the minute the girl started on me, I knew this was what I was going to do for the rest of my life. Before my tattoo was actually done, I had convinced the owner, a guy named Darren White, into giving me a job and teaching me how to tattoo. I've been doing it ever since. Never looked back. When I first got this said first tattoo and decided this is what I was going to do the rest of my life, I was actually a mechanic for Ford. I was making 28 hours an hour flat rate doing drivability and light line work, and I hated every minute of it. I could do anything possible to try to sacrifice to become an artist of any form. Tattooing was amazing. Found me a way to live my lifestyle and still actually pay the bills. The entire time I apprenticed, I basically got up at 6 in the morning, went and wrenched from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., showered at the studio in the bathroom, and then worked till 1 in the morning at the tattoo artist, as tattoo artist's apprentice, which basically everybody knows is the shop bitch. I had to scrub floors, do line drawings, do sanitation, scrub tubes, buy supplies, you name it, they made me do it. That's not even including all the crap and shit that they gave me as far as torturing and just putting me through hell, just to make sure that I would actually continue with the journey. I took a major pay cut, lost a lot of money. Had to completely relocate, change the way I lived my life. At the time I was going through a separation with my high school sweetheart, who I have my children with, so it became really a hard choice between how to live and how to pay child support. As long as my child support was paid, I didn't really care. So there was a lot of times where I really wasn't eating that much other than the other guys at the shop feeding me, which, you know, happened for probably about my first 2 years until I actually got on skin. After that, I was pretty much self-sufficient and continued on. There were times when I first started out, you know, working in areas and being a beginning artist, it's kind of hard to make it through the winter. Times get slow. So I had to pick up odd jobs, working security, masquerade, places like here, different bars, doing door, whatever, you know, any kind of shit jobs to get a fucking bar tab for free or fucking be able to fucking make ends meet. Now I've been doing this for 17 years. This is the only thing I've been doing for the last 13 years solid. I've tattooed 17 years continuously, but I haven't had another job since then though. Now I'm booked out about 2 months in advance. Can't really complain, life's good, make plenty of money. You just have to be patient, sacrifice, push through. Well, the thing is, when you first start out, you're the fucking shop bitch. You don't know anybody. You don't really talk to anybody. You're scared of everybody because, you know, it's a tattoo shop. You hear all these stories about how everybody's badass. Most people here carry guns. I know I do. So, you know, you never know really what you're dealing with. We get the cream of the crop and the bottom of the barrel. You know, when you're dealing with each other when you're first starting out, it's pretty intimidating. Then it becomes kind of family. Once everybody starts to know you and you know them, it's really, everybody becomes tight-knit. Like I said before, you know, I had to depend on other artists to feed me, tip me out. Even in my travels now, when I go do guest spots or do conventions, there's a lot of times I'm sleeping on people's couches. It's not because I can't afford the hotel now, it's because I've made such good friends with these people as I stayed on their couch when I could not afford the hotel. There are plenty of people that I can just walk into their city and say, hey, I'm here for 2 days, can you hook me up with this? Or, you know, people are willing to take the time if I'm sick or something to come help me out, help me work at my shop, take care of what we have to do here. It's a very tight-knit community, you know, but you have to earn it. You have to get in there and you have to hustle. You have to prove that you're worthy of being befriended and being trusted by these people. It's the same thing with any type of family, you know. You can't just walk your way into a family. You have to become a part of it. Carry your load. Learn to help other people carry theirs as well. The first 10, 15 years of my career, the only traveling I really got to do, other than small extents here and there, was traveling with my career. I've tattooed all over the United States, parts of Canada, Mexico, parts of Europe. You know, it goes back into all those people's couches that I slept on before and all the people you meet along the way. I have friends and connections through the industry from everywhere from the Canary Islands to Spain to Canada to Russia. You name it, I probably know somebody there. I personally have traveled for weeks to months at a time. My last excursion, I took a 4-month trip, flew into Madrid, stayed for 2 weeks, then took a train to the coast and got on a 45-foot sailboat as crew and sailed through the Spanish Islands, the Gibraltar Straits, climbing the Rock of Gibraltar twice, and on top of it. Then continued through the Canary Islands, where I got my traditional tatau finished from my mentor, Peely Mo. Love you, sir. Much fucking mad respect. If you don't know him, look him up. Then trained for a week in Gran Canaria. Then I took 22 days in said 45-foot boat to cross the Atlantic Ocean to St. Lucia in the Caribbean, where I bounced around the Caribbean in the Windward Islands of the Tobago Cays on the boat for probably another 2 months before I got sick of being seasick and came home. It is possible to get sick of the ocean, especially when it's throwing you around a lot. But I wouldn't trade any of my experiences. I saw orca whales. I walked to the top of a volcano. Not many people can say they've done stuff like this. I'm happy with the sacrifices I've made because it's paid off in the end. You know, there was a couple years where I did nothing but just work my ass off and no days off. You know, bouncing around with any odd jobs to make what I wanted as a dream happen. It didn't fall into my lap. I didn't just get lucky. I shit talk my way into this and work really fucking hard. You have to pay your dues. When you pay your dues and they're out there, it comes back to you. It just takes a little time. The places I've seen have been amazing. I can't begin to tell you what's out there. Just get up, get out there, and get fucking going. Tattooing is an art form, and it's not even the proper college for it. There are schools out there, they're complete rip-off artists, just trying to teach you a bunch of bullshit, get your money, and probably end up catching a disease because they don't really teach you good, proper techniques. To properly learn how to tattoo, I had to go under a formal apprenticeship. I had to trust and meet other artists and pay my way in, pay my dues, not only as far as working, but I had to pay some cash. It's just like paying for college. I worked under 2 really talented artists who were able to teach me a lot of stuff about tattooing, but I continued past what they taught me and taught myself even more with all the other artists I come in contact with. It's one of those things you never start learning. You have to keep going. The minute you think you've learned everything, personally, pick up the phone, call me, come up here. I will personally put my foot in your ass and show you have not. It's one of those, everybody has a trick. Everybody has some little thing. You just have to pay attention to it. And if you're not picking it up, ask them. Don't be afraid. They'll either tell you to fuck off or they'll show you. And you'll be surprised how many more people will show you nowadays than tell you to fuck off. Don't give up. Self-sacrifice is everything. Self-esteem is everything, which is something coming from me because a lot of times I don't have the best self-esteem. But you have to know that you're worth putting it out. Art is art. Some people like this, some people like that. So if your tattoos suck to some people, they might look great to other people. Who the fuck cares? They're always going to look bad to you because you did them. You have to push past that. You have to get out there and really make yourself inspired. Don't sit around watching fucking Netflix and getting high. Sit around drawing and getting high. If you've got 5 seconds to lean, you've got 5 seconds to doodle some kind of sketch. Keep a notebook, write down stuff. If anything, keep it on your phone, text it to your fucking self. Wake up in the middle of the night, you think of something, you're not going to remember that shit. Write it down. Write everything down. Take pictures of everything. There is no true art form. All the new movies out today, all fucking rip-offs or remakes. There is nothing new under the sun. A good artist borrows, a great artist steals. Take something, remanipulate it, make it your own. That's the trick in life. There's nothing new to life under the sun. Everything's still the same with the Romans. We've just figured out take something new, make it our own. Do the same with your fucking life. The type of services that I offer as a tattoo artist are that I do custom tattooing. Everything I do is single, for you, built for you. I approach tattooing more like an art form or painting than I do traditional tattooing. I do a lot of stuff out of the norm. I do a lot of stuff with no black, a lot of color stuff. I do a lot of cover-up work. If you have tattoos that you got some serious scar because you got into an accident or some form of abuse that you don't want to be reminded of. I do specialize in covering up scars as well as tattoos. Everything I do is color. Please keep that in mind. I can do black and gray tattoos after 17 years. I can pretty much do all of them, portraits, whatever. But I prefer to do something more unique, something colorful and crazy that's going to fit more of your personality. Life is way, way too bright to leave it in a drab black and gray for the rest of your life. The next real big event I have scheduled here in Atlanta is the Walker Stalker Convention in October. I will be tattooing there under the Infusion Empire booth, which is actually sponsored by Stan Lee and Lucasfilms. A select few artists from around the world are picked out to do a bunch of geek and horror tattoos while everybody else does cosplay, gets drunk, and runs around getting signatures. Should come out dressed like a zombie. We'll have fun together. Thank you, Artist Life Vision, and make sure that you check out the hashtag #RAtlanta. Subscribe! I'm currently appearing at your mom's house.